doctor, I've just been having these reoccurring dreams. I don't seem to have any feel. I need to get some feeling back in my life.
Have you tried some pills?
Some what?
Some
pills? Oh, yeah, well, okay, thanks. No, I need something softer.
Softer. Do you want a Copperfield?
Oh, sure. Oh. Oh yeah? That might work.
Okay, let's get you on the Shaft Optimizer and have a go.
Shaft Optimizer? My wife been in here. Oh, I think I have sliced that one almost.
One more time.
Blue light?
Yep.
You thought about making that green for go?
Blue, Mizuno blue. That should be okay. Relax, have a rest. Come around here and have a look at the data I've got, and then we can get started. You want to see consistency with these swings. You look at your club head speed here. So the last 3 swings with the optimizer. So 97, 94, 96. Okay, great. Before the optimizer came, 87, 89,
warmed up though.
90. Yeah, there's warming up, and then there's, and again, that shaft is the similar weight to the club that you're warming up with. So you just got to be, you've got a bit of performance anxiety sort of thing when you got on the stage. You really tried to hit a bit hard of it. So in this sort of situation, yeah, I'd probably let you hit a couple more shots and then get you to make a few more swings again, because that worries me, that the previous 3 swings with a normal club were 90 miles an hour, 89 miles an hour, 87. So I think you're a 90 man. Yeah. Jump onto the optimizer, 96, 94, 97 miles an hour. So you got to be careful. The shaft that we're going to recommend to the guy who swings at 97 miles an hour is going to be a lot different to the guy who's going to recommend 89 miles an hour. The other criteria for your swing that the optimizer is measuring, that shouldn't be affected too much. I know you're a blade man, so I've selected the MP-20 blade. So what we get here is your club head speed, tempo, toe down, kick angle, release factor.
What's the kick angle?
So the kick angle is the amount of shaft kicks forward just for impact.
That bend almost.
Yeah, so pass me a club. So toe down would be that bend.
Yep.
Kick angle would be that shaft kicking forward. Release factor is physically when you release the golf club. So generally some slower swingers or people maybe not quite as strong in the hands tend to release the club a little bit earlier. Okay, from a shaft fitting point of view, that can mean that they need a softer tip structure for the clubs. Whereas someone who's a later releaser, like you at 3.3, we'd probably recommend a stronger tip structure, like a Dynamic Gold or like a Project X and that sort of thing. So, but anytime we see 93 miles or 90 miles plus club head speed, tempo above 5, it's going to recommend the big boy shaft. So that 130 gram, that 125 gram extra stiff sort of shaft. So our top options up here, Project X 6.5, that's number 1. So that's the shaft you're already using. Number 2 is the C-Taper X.
Which one of those is the most expensive?
Unfortunately at Mizuno we do a no upcharge for most of our shafts. So
Phil's paying.
They're the same price. And Dynamic Gold X. We do have exotic shafts if you want Phil to come into it a little bit with his checkbook. So
absolutely.
The Dynamic Gold Tour issue comes into it. The Modus 125. The Tour issue is an interesting one. It's very similar to the normal one, just a little bit better weight sorted. But still number 1 and 2 are the other 2 like so. Let's hit a couple of them. Let's see what the numbers tell us, see what your feedback tells us, and then we can make some calculated decisions based on that.
Okay. Are you gonna tell me? Don't tell me what you've given me, and I'll just hit them.
I'm going to tell you anything.
Excellent. Like Phil.
So we've got 3 shots, and I've tidied up a bit of the information we've got here. So obviously one of the great things we do at Mizuno is no upcharge for any of these shafts. So from my point of view, there's no angle. I just want you to have the best shaft. Basically, I don't want you to call me again and come here again. I want you to get a shaft that works well for you on the golf course. So when I'm tidying up the data, I got rid of a few of the shockers that you hit because I'm not going to learn too much. And unfortunately, reality is that we're still going to hit some bad shots when we get fitted. So that's the first shaft. That's the C taper. I deleted a few shots of that. That wasn't
great, was it?
No, it wasn't great feeling. Once I've deleted the data, it does look okay, but numbers I can do anything with, but let's look at the shots. They're way left. They're all over the place. Dispersions, everything. So it's certainly not our favourite. Project X, you hit okay. Look at that spin rate though.
That's gone up again.
But again, you look at the shots have ballooned a little bit to the right, so that's obviously going to spin more. Now, the C taper and the Project X are really strong in that midsection of the shaft. So if we look at the bend profiles again, we talk about this part of the golf shaft. Generally, the golfer that doesn't want to see the ball go left likes that shaft. Okay, so the slicer or fader doesn't like the Project X or the C taper generally.
Yeah, okay.
But you just say you never hit it left anyway. So the benefit of that shaft might not be the best shaft for you. So I tried that. The outliner shaft was the dollar taper shaft. So that's a new shaft for us to take on this year. Spin rate's really good, but look at that dispersion. Look at that ball flight up here. They're the ones I really like to look at.
That
the
could
control
be,
of distance.
Could be called gorgeous, couldn't it?
I wouldn't use those words, but it's still on the high side.
Yeah. Could you?
Not today. It's still on the high side. Launch and height's still there, but it is a better dispersion. Probably has got the potential with maybe a little bit of technique change. We might be able to bring that launch down. It's certainly got the weight that helps you, so it's 130 grams. And someone with your ego, it does come in black, which I think's which I think's a really important thing for someone like yourself. So we can get it.
Sold. Can you charge me more for that?
No, we can't charge you more for that. That's unfortunate.
I'll help you out.
It's still no upcharge for that one. If you have a look at the shafts here.
Oh, how good is that?
Yeah, it's a real sort of wankery sort of shaft.
Yeah, that's got me written all over
If
it.
you had a look at my golf bag, you might also see that
got
shaft.
them too?
Yeah, I've got that too. You can see here, we've actually recommended a hard step in that. Now, that's based on that 93.3 miles an hour club head speed. I'd be, from a fitting standpoint, having watched you now swing for a half an hour, you look at the average club head speed down here, 88.6, a 90.4, 89.5. You're a 90 man. You're not a. Again, I think you got to be excited when we had the optimizer out before. So I would be comfortable giving you that shaft, probably without the hard step.
Yep.
So hard step's the way we can build it to make it play a little stronger. I think would actually for you just leave it as a true KBS dollar taper. So that's an improvement for you compared to the normal KBS tour. It's a little bit lower launch and lower spinning. I do think that shaft works well for you. To me, a perfect set would look probably something like. I'd probably whack. I'd probably look something like that. So you've got the 3 in the HMB, the 4, 5, 6 in the MMC, the 7 iron up in the blade. To me, that's the best of everything.
That's a big mix.
Yeah. So we're getting the chromoly high-speed face in the 3, so that doubles great as a driving iron. So if you turn that over off the tee, you're going to hit it 220 plus with your club head speed. We're increasing the MOI in the 4, 5, 6 because the longer irons, you're less chance to hit the middle of the golf club. So it's still a pure players club.
Yeah.
I saw you use the hosel of our golf clubs earlier on as well. So
got to test every part.
It's still a pure players club. It still looks like a blade when you put on the ground, but off-center shots. Because of the titanium and tungsten, you will get some forgiveness, but you can still sit at the bar afterwards and say you've got a set of blades because we're going to put the 7, 8, 9 picture. To me, that makes the most sense. Yeah. But as always, when you come for a fitting, you should listen to the fitter when it comes to shaft and lie angle and length. You've got to follow your heart a little bit when it comes to the set makeup. You're the one that has to hit them.
With the MMCs though, would it not be an option if they're looking like blades to play them through? Would that be just as good as
the argument against that would be the MMC, the technology MMC really is at its peak from 4 iron to 7 iron. So the 8 iron, 9 iron wedge, the drop off won't be a huge difference. So we do a lot of mixing in that set, 8, 9 wedge in the blade, MMC down from there. So that's the smart option, but ego sometimes takes over.
Have not been accused of smart golf.
Yeah. So grip choice.
What have we got?
Look behind me here. We have all these choices up here. So
wow. Yeah. Oh, geez, I need to hold some of these.
So a lot of people like the cords. It's the rougher one. That's the old school.
I like the old school or the...
That's the new version of that, which is the CP2.
Man, too many choices.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these are all no upcharge as well, so I can't even help you with price.
Can we tell Phil they are?
Generally, people with very soft hands and office workers like that one, so someone like yourself that might suit. There's a guy called Tiger Woods that made the old school cord.
Is that not pronounced Tiger? He's French, right?
That's the old school one.
What are those? What's that white sharp? The white grip.
That's the same as the one that you touched before. White and blue.
Got to mix them. Just
Because this is a golf fitting. This is not a.
I'm creating world
not a
peace
suit
here.
fitting.
World peace.
Most people don't get the white, but we'll let you go for that.
That's all right.
What about size-wise?
Oh, it's a bit personal.
On that on that glove you're wearing, what size is that?
ML.
ML. So typically when we look at our paper range, and again this has a lot to do with the personal feeling, standard would be a medium size, 2 papers would be ML, 4
What did I have last time? I think I had 2 papers last time. So this is the beauty of
and standard last
keeping
time.
everything.
So no papers.
Okay, so I have no idea. That's why you're good at this.
So that is standard. I think that's fine for you. When you take your grip on it, take your normal grip on it, 2 hands.
That's right.
Hold it up. So what you don't want is these fingers touching too much here, and also on this side. Take the sand away.
What am I doing?
So you don't want to see the fingers touching. So you can probably go 2 papers,
2 papers, yeah.
which matches into medium
Exactly
large glove.
What we thought.
We've got the MP-20 as our chosen head, but we do know down the bottom we changed it up a little bit. Our lie angle measured by our optimizer is 1.5 degrees upright. Okay, so 63 lie angle for a 7-iron. As an industry standard, Mizuno's a little flatter than most other manufacturers, so if you're comparing with competitors, it's probably closer to standard for most other manufacturers. The shaft is the KBS dollar taper X-Flex without the hard step in the black, which does look really cool. Tour wrap white with 2 papers. The set makeup down the bottom. We've got the HMB in the 3-iron at 21 degrees. At the moment, I've got the 456 in the NMC, and then there's 7 to pitching wedge in the blade.
Okay.
Does that sound okay?
Sounds good. The HMB, I'm thinking MMC. I love that 3.
Can I make the decision easier for you?
Yeah.
The MMC doesn't come in a 3-iron.
And that's probably why it makes sense.
So therefore we'll go for the HMB in the 3-iron.
You're a good salesman.
No problems. Happy with that?
Sounds good. Excited. And that'll be ready when? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow after lunch.
Excellent. Good man. Got it, son.
Thanks, Damien. Good to see you.
Good to have you.